Failure is like an unpaid teacher's. You learn nothing from success, but you learn everything from failure. Jack Ma. 1. A teacher you didn't ask for. Failure has no resume, no flashy introduction, no degree on the wall. It walks into your life uninvited, sits in the front row of your efforts, and critiques everything you do. But here's the twist. Failure doesn't get paid. It doesn't ask for applause. It doesn't even care if you hate it. Yet, like an unpaid teacher, it delivers some of the most powerful lessons you will ever learn. Jack Ma, the founder of Alibaba, often talks about how failure has shaped his journey more than success ever could. Before he became a billionaire, he was rejected from 30 jobs, including one at KFC. B failed his university entrance exam twice. His internet startup proposals were ridiculed, but instead of quitting, he learned. Every no was a redirection. Every stumble, a blueprint for how to stand. He once said, "If you don't give up, you still have a chance. Giving up is the greatest failure." 2. Lessons that only failure can teach. Success is like a spotlight. It feels good, it shines on your best moments, and it makes everything look perfect. But failure? Failure is like the backstage light that shows you where the wires are tangled and the floorboards are weak. You don't feel glamorous under it, but it's where real growth begins. Here are a few life-changing lessons only failure can teach. 1. Who you really are. When things go wrong, you meet the unfiltered version of yourself. Do you panic? Do you blame others? Or do you quietly analyze, adjust, and try again? Failure reveals your character in a way that nothing else can. It strips away the masks. Jack Ma says, "Never give up. Today is hard, tomorrow will be worse, but the day after tomorrow will be sunshine." That's not just optimism, it's identity. You discover resilience when you realize you've fallen flat and still want to get up. 2. What doesn't work? Failure gives clear feedback. It's not subtle. If a business idea fails, maybe it wasn't needed in the market. If a job interview doesn't go well, maybe your communication needs work. These aren't dead ends. They're detours with signs that say, "Try another way." Ma's earliest internet business idea failed because people didn't understand it. Instead of quitting, he spent more time educating people about what the internet could do. Then he created Alibaba. 3. How to innovate failure forces creativity. When Plan A fails and Plan B collapses, you start to think in new directions. You try things you never would have dared if everything had worked the first time. This is where innovation is born. Not in ease, but in necessity. Alibaba wasn't built from a flawless plan. It was born from failed meetings, failed models, and failed funding rounds. Each failure unlocked a version of the company that was smarter, leaner, and more real. 3. From rejection to reinvention. Jack Ma was once rejected from Harvard. He applied 10 times. Most people would stop after the second or third try. He jokes about it now, saying, "Maybe they're afraid I might actually go now." But rejection didn't stop him. It refined him. He didn't need Harvard to become wise. He let life be his classroom and failure his unpaid professor. The best part? He didn't owe it a cent. In your own life, you may not have been rejected by Harvard. But maybe you've been overlooked by people, ignored by clients, misunderstood by friends, or doubted by even yourself. That's okay. Each rejection is a page in your lesson book. Read it. Learn from it. Don't just survive it, study it. 4. Why most people avoid this teacher. Let's be honest. No one wants to fail. It feels awful. It's uncomfortable. It stings your ego and bruises your pride. That's why most people try to avoid it at all costs. But here's the irony. Avoiding failure is also avoiding the most powerful teacher in your life. When you avoid failing, you also avoid trying. You stop risking, you stop stretching, and when you stop stretching, you stop growing. Jack Ma didn't become Jack Ma by avoiding mistakes. He became Jack Ma by collecting failures like trophies. Every misstep was a medal. Every rejection, a redirection. And every time he fell forward. 5. How to learn from failure. So how do we turn failure into a teacher? It doesn't happen automatically. You have to be intentional. Here's how. 1. Pause and reflect. Don't rush past the pain. Sit with it. Ask yourself what happened, why it happened, and what you could do differently. Journal it. Talk it out. Don't waste the pain. Learn from it. 2. Detach your ego. Failure feels personal, but it rarely is. Don't attach your worth to your results. You are not your mistakes. You are the person who grows from them. 3. Apply the lessons. Learning only happens when you change something. Take what you've learned and try again, with new eyes, new strategies, and new energy. Jack Ma didn't just talk about failure, he applied what he learned. Every time he came back better. 6. Embrace the unpaid teacher. Failure doesn't give out certificates. It doesn't come with medals or public applause. But it leaves you with something far more valuable. Wisdom. Success might give you a story to tell, but failure gives you the depth behind the story. So the next time you fall flat, don't curse it. Don't hide from it. Look it in the eye and say, thank you. Because failure just gave you a free lesson. And if you're wise, you'll use it. Like Jack Ma says, you should learn from your competitor, but never copy. Copy and you die. Learn and you survive. You can't copy someone else's success, but you can build your own. Brick by brick, lesson by lesson, failure by failure. Final thought. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is a crucial part of it. Jack Ma's life shows us that failure is not something to fear. It is something to invite, listen to, and learn from. It is a teacher that never charges a fee, but gives out wisdom that's priceless. Let failure teach you. Let it humble you. Let it guide you. One day when success does come, you'll know exactly how you got there and who helped you the most. And more often than not, that someone will be failure.